Fight week, baby. Let's go. We got Pena v Nunes coming up tomorrow, starting at 4 a.m. for me. I live in Europe. But, who do you guys think wins this fight? It's fight week, and I got Pena in this fight. I think Pena beats Nunes. How does she beat Nunes? Well, Nunes has had conditioning issues in the past, right? In the past, she's gotten tired as she goes late in the fight. I think if Pena comes in this fight in dog shape, and she is in dog shape, look at her. She's in shape. She is in dog shape. Nunes is in good shape, but not as good as Pena. Now, Pena is coming off a win against Sarah Kaufman. She's a good wrestler, probably the best wrestler in the division. Pena beat her. But honestly, I think Pena can take Nunes down. I think she has the skill set to take her down. I think the takedown threat that Pena presents is definitely an issue there. I think Nunes obviously is a great grappler. She's a very good grappler. She's a very good striker. She's a very good finisher. Probably the best in the division. One of the best in the division. Because Jermaine Durandamy is a pretty good finisher too. And Jermaine Durandamy almost finished her with a triangle. So, I think Nunes took Jermaine Durandamy too lightly. I think if she's taking Pena lightly, this could be a bad night for her. Because even though Jermaine Durandamy submitted Pena, I think Pena is still a better grappler than Jermaine Durandamy. It's just one moment, one mistake. One mistake can cost you in there. And just because you make one mistake against a decent grappler, having good submissions, it's over. But, just like Michael Chiesa, when he made a mistake against, what's that guy's name? Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque, he got him in a darts choke. Just one mistake, strategic error, you zig instead of zagging. That happens, and I think Pena is in dog shape here. She's definitely ready to fight. She's coming to fight. She's coming for war. Am I going to bet on Pena? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because even though she's a big underdog, she's a 9-1 underdog. She's an 8-1 underdog or something, or some crazy 5-1. Is she a 5? No, she's almost a 6-1 underdog in this fight. The odds for this fight are crazy. If you bet, so the fact that she's a 6-1 underdog, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money on Pena. If you bet on Pena and she wins this fight, you can make a lot of money, but it's not guaranteed that she's gonna win. She definitely, if I would give it a percentage, I'd say 60-40 Nunes, but Pena still has that 40% chance to win, right? So honestly, I really give it 70-30 for Nunes. 70% for Nunes and 30% for Pena. But yeah, very intriguing fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to the Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira fight. I'll be doing a video on that later too. But just looking at the fight and analyzing the fight is just, Pena does have an excellent chance to win. It really depends on her game plan. Is she gonna come into this fight and try and stay long and try and be a sniper and try and strike with Nunes and play the striking game? That will be a hot night for her, a long night for her. If she tries to just strike, that's a bad one, and she has to pressure her, push her against the cage and take her down. That's her only chance of victory here. And that's Pena's game, pressure, takedowns. That's her game. That's what she does. And the Jermaine Durandamy fight, a lot of people talk about it, but she was winning that fight until she got submitted. I know, that means nothing, but it does mean something. It does mean something. Because when you're able to out-grapple a fighter like Jermaine Durandamy, there's just so many nuances to Durandamy's game. The fact that she's able to get a good guillotine submission on a submission specialist like Pena speaks to Pena's complacency, but it also speaks to Jermaine Durandamy's strengths. Let's not forget that Jermaine Durandamy almost finished Nunes in that fight. So Durandamy is a top contender. She's the one of the best in the division. So losing to Durandamy is not really a big deal. You know, Durandamy is a top contender, very tough fighter, excellent fighter actually in the division. Probably the second or third best in the division. So losing to Durandamy, I think it's not a big deal. Who gives a fuck, to be honest, honestly, because getting caught in a submission, that happens in the gym every day, right? Like, or it happens every so often it happens in the gym, like you get caught in a submission. But you live and you learn. That's life. You win some, you lose some, and then you come back and you look at the mistakes you made in the past, and you try to correct those mistakes in the gym, get back on the mat, and talk to your jiu-jitsu coach. I mean, Pena has an excellent jiu-jitsu coach. She has an excellent head coach. She has an excellent team behind her. So I think if she, I mean, it's if she loses this fight, there's really nothing to be ashamed of. Losing to Nunes isn't really, everybody expects her to lose. That's what you're supposed to do. So if Pena loses this fight, there's not really much bad. There's not really nothing wrong with that. She lost the fight, but yeah, I mean, I'm talking about if she lost the fight. It's not a big deal. But if Nunes loses this fight, she loses her belt. She still has a featherweight belt, of course, but that will create waves around the world. I think Pena wins this fight if she has a smart game plan, and if she fights smart and fights to her strengths. I think that's what she can do, because Nunes hasn't been tested off her back too often. Is she a better wrestler than Pena? I don't think so. I think Pena is a better wrestler, but only slightly. There's not really much of a gap between both Nunes and Pena in terms of the grappling. Nunes is an excellent grappler too. Let's not forget that. She's an excellent grappler. But we haven't really seen her off her back. When's the last time we've seen Nunes off her back? The last time was when she was fighting Kaz Ngannou. So it's just so many avenues to this fight. I mean, it's intriguing matchup. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. Who do you guys have? Who do you guys have in the comment section? Like, tell me what you guys think. Tell me who you guys think wins this fight. And thanks for watching. Like, I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be definitely making more videos. I'm definitely gonna release the Kai Kara France video. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll release the Kai Kara France video. It's such an intriguing, I love these fights. Just, watching it, it's definitely going to be at 4 a.m. So I'm going to have a little bit, my eyes are going to be a little bit drowsy watching this fight. But looking forward to it. Best of luck to both competitors. May the best woman win. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night. I'm out. Peace.